So here's our trot. Very nice. It's a little bit complacent, right? But it's okay for warming up. Okay, so as you keep that bend inside, so he's not looking at Lydia's horse, you need to try to feel on the outside rein. So we're trying to feel both sides of the bit. Okay, so it's never one rein or the other. It's always a combination. So at the same time as you're bending him, Riley, you're thinking, here, Sporty, stretch down. Just a little bit. He needs to go down about an inch or two. There. Good. Okay, yeah, then he tries to come up and you try to stop him before he comes up. This is your goal as a rider. Not to let him come up. So he needs to go lower again because he's against you. Yes, good. Okay, and if the trot gets quick, you just slow the posting down, okay? Don't want to half halt so much because that'll just pull his head up. So if you slow the posting down, it'll slow him down because we don't want a quick trot. We want a long trot. And this, especially with ponies. I mean, they look quicker than they actually are. Good. So because we're still warming up, let's go ahead and let him stretch down and out. His favorite thing. So you see, this is a good stretch, and this is you stretching him on contact, which is what we want you to do at the walk. So he was a little bit what we call curling, a little bit behind the bit. Yeah, so you open your fingers and let the reins, right, we want his nose to come out, right? Can you go hands forward? There, nose out, okay? Just got to reiterate, this is what we want at the walk, that far down. So let's go ahead and slow your posting, trot through the slop. Good. And let's go ahead and put them back together again. One hand on either side of the withers, right? So if you're going to bend them left to keep his attention inside, remember the counterbalance of the outside rein. So you're not just one-sided on one rein. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So just for little reviews, let's go ahead and ride some quarter turn. So the quarter turn, this will also help you to get them on the outside rein and then straight line. Yes, ma'am. And then a little quarter turn again, so it's just easy. Both hands inside. Good. Right, but that time he fell in a little bit. Pinkies are together, thumbs are up. Yes, very good. Okay, so yeah, that time you turn from the inside rein, you'll see his nose being pulled to the inside. So remember, the quarter turn comes from the outside rein. And one more quarter turn. Right, okay, good. And we're going to do one more because we don't want him to come above the bit when you ride the quarter turn. So let's get him back in the bridle and get a perfect quarter turn. Oh, yes, good, easy, good. Good, and then we're going to go ahead and make a change of direction. Yeah, any way you like. Probably ride down the long side, half circle back. Is always a good way to make a change of direction with your pinkies together and your thumbs up. Diagonal, Riley. Right, you always want to change your diagonal in timing with his trot. You know, if you're trotting and you're changing the positioning, you should change your diagonal at that moment. Don't wait until after you change the positioning. Okay. So here we got him tracking left. Good. We got that left bend. Yeah, we're going to get the left bend back. And as you're posting, you're thinking toes are in, so the side of the leg is on the horse, and they've got the soft paw. Yeah. Pinkies together, thumbs up. One hand on either side of the withers. That's classical hand position. And if we have the correct position in our arms, our legs, and our seat, then the horse better understands what the heck we're asking them. Right? Because we have clear lines of communication. You're talking horse instead of Belgian or something. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and keep him positioned left. And then soften him with the outside rein. And we'll go ahead and we'll let him stretch in this direction. Right, doing what he does best. Yeah. And then we can you see when he's stretching ever so slightly, the left ear's higher?
Yeah.
So he has a kink. So while he's stretching, you can think about feathering him on the outside rein to try to level his head out. Obviously, the kink would be on the left side, maybe a little bit of tightness behind his left ear. So you want to feel on that right rein and take his nose to the right a little bit, yes. So that when he's stretching, he's straight, okay? very minute adjustments, but what the heck, we're always striving for perfection, okay? So it's our jobs to get the kinks out of our horses. And that's why we have chiropractors. This is very good. Okay, so easy. So put them back together again. And then we'll just slow our posting and we'll WALK. So no hands. You can use their hands for on the bit. Good, lovely. And then we're supposed to keep walking sporty. Right? It's a lot like Brock. You have to jazz them up.